call the March 11th, 2025 Board Public Works and Safety order. Jeff is not here today, so it'll just be Steve and I. Any additions or modifications to the agenda, Lindsay?
No.
Seeing none, we'll move on to our consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve? Motion. I'll second. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Moving on to resolutions, request for approval of contribution agreements for 2025 nonprofit grants.
You want me to present from here?
Sure. That's fine.
Yeah, these are just the nonprofit grants. If you recall, in October, City Council approved the 2025 budget, which allocated funds for certain groups. And I don't have it pulled up right in front of me, but it was Connor Prairie, the new
My wife,
Cherish Youth Initiative, Cherish, and I can't remember what, I apologize. I need to have it pulled up here. But these are the contribution agreements that we have each nonprofit sign. We have historically have them signed. So this is just a request to approve those contribution agreements for those funds.
Gotcha. Any questions, Steve?
Nope. Motion.
Got a motion. I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have neighborhood vibrancy grants. Ross?
Good morning, Ross Hillary, planning and zoning for the record. So planning and zoning administers the neighborhood vibrancy grant. This is a program that's had different names over the past 25 years. But happy to present these to you today. The neighborhood vibrancy committee met on February 20th and are recommending 23 grants to 23 neighborhoods, ranging around from 4,000 to 25,000, which is the maximum they can request. This is, again, an 80-20 match. These neighborhoods are fronting 20% of their cost for these projects. I can go over the neighborhoods if you'd like. We have Bridger Pines and Bridger Pines West, Great Eagle, Quaker Ridge, New Britain Woods, Summerlin Trails, Stevenson Mill, Timberstone Villas, Royalwood, Sweetbriar, River Glen, Ridge Pond, Furberry Place, Hickory Woods, Pine Bluff Overlook, Saxony, Silverton, Archer Estates, Prescott, Britton Falls, Ashwood, Delaware Point, Sand Creek Woods, and Windjammer Bay.
Were there people that were denied?
Yes, there was. This is only about around 50% of the applications.
Went through all the funding we had.
That's correct. So, council allocated $400,000 for this. We did max that out. We put our heads together to try to find ways of getting a little bit more. We did find $22,000 that went unused last year. So that was able to kind of course correct some of these. So actually your request today is $4,022,582.
What is the status of the, we gave a grant out to the Spyglass Falls neighborhood and they were gonna redo the waterfall there along 116th Street. And
Yeah.
Been under construction for quite a while.
Yeah, that is that project that they presented to us. They told us at that time that it was going to be probably a 3-year project for them,
Is that a
depending on
funding
funding.
issue? So it's like 3 years because they don't have enough funding to get it done?
They had put it in the plan to what they could accomplish each kind of summer based on funding. We funded their first portion last year.
Do you have a friend that lives in that neighborhood and is on the HOA board? And I do recall them saying that they were going to pick that up on May 1st.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Ross, are we funding the second phase of that project with this year's
Um,
grants?
No, we are not.
You're picking up the tab on the second phase?
Yes, yeah. Any grants that we give, even if they present us with a multi-year plan, it's
Yeah.
not a guarantee.
Okay. I would just hope we can stay in touch with them and that we don't run into a situation where they run out of resources and then we just have that
Right.
kind of sitting there. It's an eyesore as you go down 116th Street. Any other questions, Steve?
Nope.
Seeing none, is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
And a motion, I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Next is request to approve road cut on 116th Street. Come on, man.
They make me do this one, but they take the, that's MMK City Commissioners Engineering Department. This is a pothole for a Comcast line that is crossing 116th Street. The location is right there east of Allisonville, and it's right across from the Roost Drive. Comcast is going north-south. They are going parallel to a gas line, but they're also crossing a water line. So they have the pothole right there at that left turn lane. So once we give them the approval, they will schedule this 1 to 2 weeks out and start the work between 9 and 3. This was coordinated with the new project on 116th and Allisonville, so the new line that's getting installed right now, it's not going to be in conflict with the new proposed
Is this
intersection.
because of our intersection improvement?
No, this is just a new line that they're installing.
And you don't think, to your point, there won't be a conflict once the.
No, we worked with them since July of last year to take care of all of the conflicts, so it should be good.
All right, is there a motion? Motion. One question, traffic maintenance while they're doing it.
Yes.
Is this short term, like it's just a? matter
Yeah,
of
this is just a
hours?
short term. They will block off a portion of that left turn lane, but will allow still left turn lanes onto Allisonville Road. This is right across from the entrance of the roost.
Yeah.
So just that area is gonna be.
How long will it take?
And my thought is only take a day. This is only one pothole on one utility. So it should be quick.
Motion. Got a motion, on second, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Next is turnout gear. Curly?
Rob Goodell, Fisher's Fire. This is our annual 20% of the department, 5-year replacement on a 5-year replacement plan. 21 sets this year through Hoosier Fire. Hoosier Fire is the Indiana rep for Globe turnout gear. And we've been pretty set on Globe turnout gear for the last 12 years or so. They've given us a fairly substantial discount, over list price discount of $94,000. And then they have a special going now, get a free pair of boots with your turnout gear. So we're taking advantage of that.
It's like Joseph A. Banks, you know.
A lot cheaper though.
Yeah. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Got a motion, all second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank
Thank you, Charlie. Next is request to approve mutual aid agreement between IFD and Fisher's Fire Department. Kai?
Yeah, agenda, Kyle Ragsdale, Fisher's Fire Chief. Fire Department is requesting approval of a mutual aid agreement with the Indianapolis Fire Department to provide each other short-term assistance to fires, medical emergencies, hazardous material incidents, technical rescues, and different types of emergency incidents that are within the scope of services provided by fire departments to communities with each other's respective jurisdictional boundaries when necessary and called upon. The key part of this is there is no cost associated with this agreement, and it is something that IFD has initiated to formalize our current standards of response. They also have this agreement with all the other surrounding communities in the area.
My only question on this, Lindsay, is if this is an interlocal, is that a council?
So,
Or because it's mutual aid? I don't
yeah, it's
know.
just mutual aid, and I looked at how these have been approved in the past and how other communities have approved them, and they've all taken them
Board
to their
works.
board, so, that's why, we did talk
Yeah.
about that, about which body would be most
Got it.
appropriate to approve, and since it's the Board of Public Works and Safety.
Okay. Any questions, Steve?
No motion.
Got a motion, is there, well, I guess I'd do the second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, motion carries. Thanks, Kai. Request for declaring vehicles, equipment as surplus. Tabitha.
Good morning, Tabitha Miller with Fleet Management, requesting approval to surplus excess vehicles that have been replaced, to trade them in for new ones.
Is that time of the year?
It is.
I'll make a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Request for declaring vehicle equipment as surplus or worthless.
I know.
That's a hard. I bet my vehicle would have made it to that, at some point.
Made it to the worthless.
Who's below worthless?
These particular vehicles hold no real monetary value other than scrap. That's why we declare them worthless.
Wow. All right.
Motion.
Got a motion. All second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks,
very much.
Tabitha. Request to approve health issues and challenges grant amendment agreement with IDO. Laura.
Good morning,
How are you?
Laura. Good, how are you?
Good.
Laura with Brock with the Fishers Health Department. Before you today is an amendment for a grant agreement with the Indiana Department of Health. This grant originally was supposed to end on June 30th of this year. They are allowing us to extend it to the end of the year so that we can expend all of the funds that are available. This grant supports our licensed clinical social worker, who works with our EMS and fire, and then also the We Care, We Connect, fall prevention program.
And is it, we just haven't spent down the funds?
Yeah, correct. So this grant was originally awarded in 2022. We got kind of a late start in starting it, just in hiring and building up the program.
Yeah.
So this is just
Does it pay for our community advocates? Is that?
a small portion,
Okay.
and then it pays 100% for the
Social
social worker.
Gotcha. Okay. Chief, you got any
Yeah,
questions?
no questions, motion.
Got a motion, I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, Laura. Next, we have request to approve contribution agreement between the city of Fishers and Shepherd Center of Hamilton County.
Fishers Health Department. Before you today is a contribution agreement with Shepherd Center of Hamilton County. We have allocated funds through Health First Indiana for nonprofit organizations that align with Health First Indiana goals. Shepherd Center was an awardee last year at $20,000. We're suggesting, and we also worked with the Health Board to get approval on this, that we award them the same amount. This funds programs for our senior population within the city. It funds their Reaching Resource and Counseling Prevention Program that allows seniors to be able to age in place in their homes longer and provide some counseling resources. Request approval.
Steve?
Yeah, or is this the same funding stream as A? The contribution agreements are different.
Separate. The health fund has their own kind of grant program.
Okay.
Yeah,
One's general fund, you know, it's.
it's through the Health First Indiana funds, and we budgeted a certain amount of money for grant funds.
I think we're just gonna have to watch, as we talked about in the health board, we're just gonna have to watch this because of the state's reductions in funding potentially.
I get you.
Could
Yeah,
have an
that's why
impact on
we
us.
kept it the same amount. They were requesting more, but just knowing sustainability issues.
Motion.
Got a motion by Steve. I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next, sewer service agreements for Abbott Commons. You can take both of these, Jeremy, if you want, 3 and 4.
Good morning, Jeremy Schmidt, Department of Engineering. So we actually have, as Scott, you mentioned, we have 2 agreements before you. One is for Section 3 of Abbott Commons and one is for Section 4. The agreements are our standard sewer service agreements. So they will cover the payment of the EDUs for the individual homes, and they will pay for inspection on the sewer that's getting installed in each of those sections.
Okay. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Got a motion by Steve. I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. That's for item 3. Is there a motion for item, or I should say, for the Commons 3? Is there a motion for Commons 4?
Motion.
Motion, I will second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Next, we have request to approve First Amendment to agreement with American Structure Point for on-call development plan review services.
And this is actually an amendment that will just update their rates. This is an agreement that we signed a few years ago. We had not updated any of the rates since then. We're not asking for an increase to this contract because there's still plenty of money left on it.
Are they doing a significant amount of plan review for us?
Not a significant amount, but we do still use their services.
Got a motion by Steve. I will second. All in favor, please say aye. Aye, motion carries. And finally, another sewer services agreement with Nickel Row Townhomes, which I think we broke ground on just the other day.
So this is engineering. Sorry, I didn't say that in the last one.
All right.
This
We know who you are.
This is for the Nickel Road Townhomes, which is located on Fishers Point Boulevard and adjacent to the Nickel Plate Trail. And this is, again, it's just a standard sewer service agreement. This covers the payment of the EDUs, and then we'll cover an inspection of the sanitary sewer.
Motion. Got a motion. I will second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. If there are no other agenda items, Lindsay, we will make a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?